I hid something from him for years. Not because I wanted to lie, but because I was afraid of what the truth would do to us. Some secrets don't feel dangerous at first. They feel small, harmless, easy to carry. Until one day, they become too heavy to hide. He trusted me more than anyone. That's what made it harder. We met during a time when everything in my life felt uncertain. He came into my world like calm after chaos. He listened when no one else did. He stayed when everyone else walked away. Slowly, he became my safe place. And I became his. We shared everything, our dreams, fears, and past memories. At least, that's what he believed. Because there was one thing I never told him. Every time he talked about honesty, my heart would tighten. Every time he said, "I trust you," I felt a quiet guilt growing inside me. But I kept telling myself it wasn't the right time. That I would tell him someday. Just not today. Years passed, and the secret stayed hidden. On the outside, we were perfect. We laughed, we planned our future, and we built a bond that felt unbreakable. But inside me, there was always that one truth waiting to come out. One evening, he asked me something simple. A normal question, but for me, it wasn't normal at all. "Is there anything you've never told me?" I smiled, and I lied, because I was scared that one truth could destroy everything we had built. But I didn't know that the truth has a way of finding its own moment. If you've ever hidden something from someone you love, don't skip this story, because some secrets don't stay buried forever. The secret didn't just stay in my mind, it started affecting everything. At first, it was subtle. A pause before answering certain questions. A hesitation in my voice. Small things that he didn't notice, but I did. Guilt has a strange way of changing you. I became more careful with my words. More aware of my actions. I avoided certain topics, redirected conversations, and sometimes even changed the subject completely. It wasn't obvious, but it was there. And slowly, he began to feel it. "You've changed," he said one day. That sentence hit me harder than I expected. "I haven't," I replied quickly. But deep down, I knew he was right. It wasn't that I loved him any less. If anything, I loved him more. And maybe that's why I was so afraid of losing him. Because I knew what the truth could do. One day, everything started falling apart. It wasn't a big event. It wasn't dramatic. It was just a small moment that exposed everything I had been hiding. He saw something. Something I thought was long forgotten. Something I believed would never come back. The look on his face changed instantly. Not anger. Not confusion. Disappointment. And that was worse. "Why didn't you tell me?" he asked quietly. I didn't have an answer. Because how do you explain years of silence in a single moment? I tried to speak, but the words felt empty. Every excuse sounded like another lie. And for the first time, I realized that my silence had already said everything. That moment changed everything between us. The silence that followed was heavier than any argument. He didn't shout. He didn't accuse. He just looked at me differently. And that look broke me more than anything else could. "I trusted you," he said. Those 3 words stayed in my mind long after he stopped speaking. I wanted to explain. I wanted to tell him that I never meant to hurt him. That I was just scared. That I thought I was protecting us. But the truth is, secrets don't protect relationships. They slowly destroy them. "I was going to tell you," I whispered. But even I didn't believe that anymore. Because if I truly wanted to tell him, I would have done it long ago. Time doesn't hide truth. It only delays consequences. He stepped back, creating a distance that felt impossible to close. "I needed honesty, not perfection," he said. And in that moment, I understood something painful. It wasn't the secret that hurt him the most. It was the fact that I chose to hide it. Days passed, and things were never the same again. The connection we once had started fading, replaced by doubt and silence. I lost him, not because of one mistake, but because of years of silence. Now, I live with a lesson I wish I had learned earlier. Honesty might hurt for a moment, but hiding the truth can cost you everything. CTA, if you're hiding something from someone you love, don't wait for the truth to come out on its own, because by then, it might already be too late.